Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be showing you guys like how I made my first go-kart when I was 12. I made this one when I was 14. I'm 16 now. So I made this one about 2 years ago, and the other one I have in the back about 4 years ago. And I'll show you that one in just a bit. I'm making this video mostly because my Instagram followers requested it. So I'm just going to explain to you certain things. So first of all, if you don't have a welder, making this is probably not going to be possible. You can like go to a place that they can weld metal for you, but that'll be far more difficult. And the second thing is obviously tools. You need basic tools like a grinder, an angle grinder, you know, wrenches, ratchets, stuff like that, because this is obviously a complicated, it's more a simple version of a car, but it's still very complicated. So as you can see, like the engine, if you come in closer, it has like all the throttle stuff there. You have to do certain cable stuff. And in terms of cost, the engine cost almost $300 because I did get it at a discount. So that was even better. Wheels, I think, costed $50 each. So that added up to like, yeah, that added up to like $200. And this is all US money. The shocks were fairly cheap, but I actually did get some of my uncles to sponsor me, so I was very thankful for that. And something called a torque converter, which is here. At first I didn't even have that. I had something called a clutch, which it kept breaking, so because they're cheap, it's better to buy this from the beginning. So if you're gonna make one, I suggest you buy a torque converter from the start. This engine is also far better. I used to have a smaller one that I have inside. Maybe I'll show you guys it, but I used to have a smaller one that was 6.5 horsepower. This one is 13 horsepower. So this one is way stronger. It can get up my hill easier. And also this one even came with a electric starter, so life is more easy to start it, obviously. And obviously you can see like they have this switch right here, the ignition kind of thing, the pedals. So basically most of this stuff was on the old go-kart. I just transferred it from that one because the other one is more cheap. Things like this were things I added in because I made it at first and it was bending, it was breaking on the side, so I just put these to support it. Things like this I had to replace because they were too thin, they started bending, stuff like that. And I actually, surprisingly, this whole thing was pretty much made from a picture because I saw a picture online and I was like really inspired by that, and I was like, I could try to mimic this in a way. And actually there's also another thing, that if you want to make one in terms of this fancy with round piping or tubing, you'll need something called a pipe bender. So this is the pipe bender. Basically, there's a few parts that aren't here with it, but you put something on here and there's something that you pull. So I bent all of the metal on there with this pipe bender. I had some guys that I know, or that my dad knows, just machine the parts for it because it does need to be very strong because it's very thick metal. Also, this is just like my storage place. I built this a while back with just some scrap metal I had because, you know, I wanted to protect my go-kart, keep it safe, stuff like that. Sometimes, well, I'm supposed to have a lock on it, like right there, but like I don't, so that's okay. And my dad stores his whacker in there. Also, so the other go-kart over here. So basically, I made this one when I was 12, and
this what you make?
I know it looks like there's nothing there, but that's actually because over the years we've just taken like metal from it and used it for other projects because we do a lot of our own projects here. So obviously, like I cut some of the parts out that I put back on the other one, and the main reason that I stopped using this, first of all, was because I rode on a field, or I ride on a field still actually, that is really bumpy, so it didn't have shocks, and here kept breaking off, which is really annoying because like I would weld it back and then it would just break again. So I ended up having a better idea to just make one with shocks and also just stronger stuff in general, because if you're gonna make one, I don't suggest making it with like this square because I don't know, square is just weaker, it bends and breaks easier. Obviously you can see like the seat like system, it was really scrappy. I think I took like plywood and just put like sponge on top of it and like covered it with something.
Oh yeah.
And the engine just went on the back here. It was actually pretty fun, like it was a lot of memories. So it was actually pretty fun. So back to the other go-kart.
What he didn't tell you is that he actually crashed it.
Why you always lying?
Okay guys, so yes, she is correct actually. I did crash it like more than once, I think like 3 times, so don't be mad at me. Okay guys, and something that you should know if you want to make one of these, don't expect it to be easy, don't expect it to be simple. I promise you, this is extremely time consuming and it takes like a lot of concentration. Like basic things that you think like it should work fine, some of the things just don't work. And also, if you're gonna make one, you have to be using it constantly, like no less than a month, every month, because just like other machines, if you just don't use them, then sometimes they just cut out. And actually, I think it was like a little less than a year ago, I actually was driving up this hill and it decided to cut out. See, things like that you have to think about. And it cut out and I panicked, so I basically jumped out of the front. And as you can see here, like there's like a dent and stuff. I actually had to make my own bracket over here because like there is the one that was put there, it actually broke when I crashed. Lots of things happened when it crashed. It actually took me like a few months to get it working again, just because I had to buy a new carburetor. The carburetor broke, stuff like that. If you don't know,
Told you he crashed it.
What?
Nothing.
If you guys don't know, the carburetor just like that's where the gas passes through so it can run. And I think I'm just gonna like show you guys me driving it. I'm gonna let you guys see like speed and stuff. I'll just like download an app on my phone, so when I go down the hill I'll show you guys that. Alright guys, so I'm basically just gonna test the go-kart and show you guys like speed and stuff. I have this app on my phone that's gonna tell me that. It's actually pretty simple. There's not much to it to start it. So basically, I actually just forgot to put gas, so I'm gonna go home and get gas, and then I'll show you guys. Okay guys, so yes, this is the second day that I'm doing this because yesterday the gas hose decided to burst, so I actually had to put on another one, had to like go home for a hose and come back down with one. Like I said before, I have the app on my phone, so you guys will see what that looks like. I'll show you guys the maximum speed that it gets to. I reset it to 0, like the maximum speed it's ever gone. So like whatever speed I get to will be the maximum. Okay guys, so it got to about 26 miles per hour. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and also comment down below if you guys like these kind of videos, because I can do many more if you guys want me to. So also don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notifications, because I post twice a week now on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So look out for that and turn on notifications so you can be the first to like see my videos and all that stuff. So peace.